Now they have 3 different types of cheese.
Vinny, did you get a picture of it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
Of Freddie's hot dog?
I sent something to Val. She's gonna make a nice piece.
So she says to me, she goes, "What kind of cheese you want?" And she described all 3, and I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Yeah, which one?" I said, "Yeah, all 3. Put them all on there." And then she put on some sauerkraut. And she
Put
put on
sauerkraut
some,
on there too?
Yeah, and she put on some ketchup. And we had some beans on there.
Seriously? You had all that on there?
And he's making the red onions from me. It's just live from New York City. Red onions are coming. Cooked red onions. They're going to be putting them in there.
I saw you had chili. I knew you had asked for the mayo.
Chili.
I didn't realize you had cheese.
3 types of cheese.
Facebook crashed? Yeah, maybe that's why I don't see it.
You just crashed? So we on or we on? All right, just push it out again. If it's recording, it's recording.
I
If
don't
it's
see
crashing,
it,
it's
so.
crashing. It's crashing.
It's all good.
That's all right. We keep going and growing.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we're still
Okay,
recording.
so
We're
keep
going to play
going.
it later. So it had 3 types of cheese in there. I mean, this hot dog cost me $7, which is cheap for everything I had on it.
It cost you $7?
It must have weighed 15 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, you paid, but it cost me. What you don't understand is the $7 you laid out for this dog is going to cost me $700
Why?
because Freddie do this and Freddie do that.
No, what I love is when I walk halfway down the restaurant to go to the bathroom and you go, Dawn, did you do this? Which meant, Dawn, can you pay for lunch? Which we did.
Actually, you're wrong because I had my debit card out to
You
pay.
did? That was nice.
I asked you what you were drinking is the question I asked.
I know, and I thought that was a key. That was a clue, you know, like you do when you're married. I thought that was a, can you do this? It was kind of like, can you come back? You know when you kind of give someone a signal to take care of a situation?
I would have told you, Dawn, come and pay. I don't know the situation. Dawn, pay, come.
But Vinny said he had a really good time. And, you know, our crew, they work so hard. We have such an amazing, amazing group.
Vinny, what did you drink?
Coke?
I didn't even see
Did you
that.
eat? He ate before we even got there.
Yeah.
What you do? Swallow the can? What did you do with the can?
I threw everything out.
And what you drink?
Oh, I drunk
You drunk? He's drunk.
Or I
What you
drunk
What you drunk?
I forgot what it was. It was Snapple.
Snapple.
Did you
Yeah.
eat? Not only did you eat, you took something to go.
Yeah, I had to take another Snapple to go, and I got a DC dog.
What was the DC dog?
DC dog comes with like, I forgot what it comes with, but it wasn't as hefty as
You jealous?
It wasn't. No. I
Don't hate
wasn't
the player,
jealous.
hate the game, baby.
I was not jealous, but
Yeah.
it had like chili, it had cheese. I think it had onions on it, but it was an amazing dog. I had a food baby yesterday.
What'd you eat before we got there yesterday?
Fish tacos.
How were they?
I wanted fish tacos.
Yeah, you wanted fish tacos all day. And how were they?
They were amazing. I had one with guacamole and one without guacamole.
They were good?
They were
Soft
amazing.
A
tacos?
fish taco with guacamole?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's what threw me off. But they're like, try it with the guacamole, and it was.
And how
amazing.
was it? Good?
It was good.
Phenomenal place. You can go in there and you can have. My son showed up and he's actually going to bring people from his job over there. They're going to have meetings. Mama Ali is going to bring her gang in there. Mama Ali has a new show starting with us on Tuesday.
In the ring with Mama Ali.
Yeah, it's just going to be a real interesting piece the way this whole thing is going to work out.
a nice ring to it.
What's wrong with him?
There's your
a nice
shoe.
ring to it.
It has got a nice ring to it, but I'm bummed.
And it's his
As a
mask.
Mama Ali in the ring.
His mask really sells it.
And I'm explaining Vinny's jokes to you.
His mask really sells it.
bad puns. That's my favorite thing to do.
That's going to be the new show. Is that your show that you're going to bring on the air?
Actually, that should be the name of your show, called No Pun Intended.
That might work, honestly.
That's kind of how we came up with Teddy Unscripted. And now we're like, no pun intended. That's hilarious, right?
That's hilarious. It's right.
But think of a new pun every show. That would be kind of hard.
No, you'll be good. I think you got.
No,
I think
you do
got it.
only need one, and then you reuse them.
Like that guy from CNN, like years ago on the morning show on the internet, at the end he makes terrible puns after he finishes newscast.
You notice he does it at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Because everybody be calling him an idiot at the beginning of the show.
He
No,
does it
idiots.
every time too. Like me and the students were like cringing so hard every time. That's like.
You know, but you'll get away with it because you're a young guy. Me, I would never get away with
I
it.
think it's hilarious. Why couldn't you?
Because it's like everybody's making fun of me now because of the sneakers with the Velcro. They call me Velcro man.
I got to tell you, I think that's because we don't keep Teddy busy enough, because apparently she sews also, I have an idea for a mask based on your Velcro idea.
Yeah. Call
Which
it the mask.
And then you can replace it.
What are you gonna replace it with? Another mask?
Another filter, another something. This way you're not always taking it off your ears. It stays on, right? It stays on. And then all you're doing is opening this, and you can replace it and close it back up.
I heard that it's already on the market, but we'll do some research. Being that we had no power, we couldn't turn on the
Leslie,
machine.
Cheryl says, oh, thank you, Cheryl, very much. She likes my dress. Good morning, Jay Harmon, as well. Cheryl says, good morning. I know, it's kind of been crazy. This has been a week that just keeps giving more and more greatness, is all I can say.
That's
We
'cause
have
we're
leveled up
retrograde.
but we have leveled up this week, not expecting to, but we have, right?
We have level of what?
We have leveled up a new modem, more fans, new fuses, more airtime, all these kind of fun things. We have actually leveled it all up, which is all good. It's Friday.
And you know the funny thing about this whole week?
What?
I've been in Facebook jail till today.
Have you? Well, good thing you're out of jail then.
Till today.
But our crew, I'm so glad you guys had a good time yesterday. Teddy, you didn't eat, did you? No. No, we went next door for ice cream afterwards.
Well, hold on a second. You didn't have a hot dog?
No, she doesn't eat
Oh,
meat.
because she doesn't eat meat. What about a vegan or vegetable taco? I think they had.
I got their peach frosé, which was really good.
Oh yeah. You can't eat. You got to drink.
Was there any alcohol in the frosé? Because they gave it to us and said there's no wine in it.
Oh no, he
Oh.
put one in it.
No, yeah, they put wine at the bottom of the cup, and then they put the slushy on top of it.
Yeah.
Ah,
So I want to get a slushy machine so you can put all the wines in there. What do you think?
Sounds good.
No pun intended.
You want the slushy machine. One more thing in here.
Well, I'll put it in the kitchen. Dawn, my father always taught me, if you have space and you use every meanable space, then it is a positive thing.
Where did your father grow up?
In
Because I'm
Puerto
thinking
Rico.
he might have shared a house with my mother.
In Puerto Rico.
Because my mother feels the same way. You should fill every nook and cranny.
I didn't say Phil. You see, it's all on perception.
Yes.
Okay. If you have something that like over there, you got the Arnaz and the I Love Lucy.
I love
piece,
Lucy, yes.
which is a staple here. And if I sold that tomorrow, I would cry and have to put something else there. But it's because it was there that it sold. I mean, last week you sold a ton of art out of here for Amy.
Yes.
Oh, was it in a closet? Was it put away? No, it was displayed.
Actually, what I want to do is I want to put one of these guys on vMix on their phone in the theater and have them walk around this morning and share it. You're looking at me. It works. This
You're gonna
platform.
what?
They're going to
You're
call
gonna
in
share
on a vMix from their phone in the other side of the
Oh, yeah,
theater.
they could do that.
And so we can see some of the artwork that we never get to do. And I know this afternoon's kind of busy, crazy, but this morning it might be kind of fun to see what we've
Okay.
got cooking
You're gonna do that this morning or this afternoon?
whenever one of these geniuses gets off their laptop.
Oh, we can do it right now.
So they're gonna go to a vMix and they're gonna bring it. You make sure you turn on all the lights in there because it's gonna be dark.
Don't you think that would be fun?
Yeah.
You already did. I turned them off on you. It's hot. We came in, it was 84 degrees
Well,
in here.
she doesn't want to cool the place down. She's gonna have you do that, and then it's gonna go back to 84 degrees. And then when the guests get here, it's gonna be 94 degrees, and then she's gonna say, "I'm melting." And
Who
then
do
you're
you have
gonna
on
know why.
Fuego today? They have a singer
They
coming
have a
actually.
singer coming in.
Yeah, I was listening to this song
I
yesterday.
would hold on to the theater piece for a
Until
little
this
bit.
afternoon?
Yeah, until maybe we get some ice cubes out there, because I'm looking at the walls and they're sweating.
Actually, Teddy, can you text me and ask her to bring a bag of ice in today? Because we've got Casamia in the house today and we have no more ice.
We melted. We had no fridge. You know the fridge was off.
I know.
Did you see what happened?
No.
That piece of cake that I wanted this morning?
Did it wilt?
Yeah, it wilt. It's like all over the bottom of the fridge.
Because we'll be ordering food in for lunch.
Ah.
Really, I didn't even think about it. I put milk in my coffee.
No, it's okay.
That's okay. But we have no ice, and we've got Casamia today brought to you by Gubba Rum. We've got your CBD store is going to be starting advertising on WNN starting July 1st because the Beasley Network is now allowing and opening up to CBD, which I'm really excited about. I've been putting the cream on my knees. I've been working out really hard at night when I leave here. I don't
And
know
you
why.
started taking the CBN and you're sleeping at night
I've been
again?
taking the CBN, and I only get up a couple times a night, which is good. And I actually last night fell back to sleep all the time. So
Now, is
that
that
was
an
really good.
age thing? Do you guys get up in the middle of the night?
I never did until recently.
You do get up in the middle of the night? To do what?
Something just wakes me up, and I get up and I take a drink of water, and then I try and go back to bed.
So you go all over to the kitchen, or you have it by your table?
No, I have my water bottle with me. My mom gets up 5 times in the night, though.
I think it's an age thing.
Your mom, how would she function? She's
My
okay
mom
with
gets
it.
maybe 2 hours of sleep a night.
I think it's an age
Between
thing.
my dad, the dogs, and
Yeah.
her insomnia.
And she's okay with all that?
I mean,
No.
she's
Does she have a
alive.
choice?
She's
Yeah, I don't
alive.
think she has much of a choice.
Well, I wasn't doing so well with it, so I'm trying to find a workaround. So the CBN
So you're
has been
joining
helping.
our group, which wakes up in the middle of the night a few times,
It's
and
a
it's
new
like
group.
it's like a natural.
It's not a natural. It's not such a. It's. I don't know why I'm not tired. Even yesterday, after the day we had, and I was. You talk about a hot mess. I was the picture of a hot mess yesterday, and then I went and worked out, and then I was like dripping sweat, really a hot
then
mess.
you were a sweaty hot
So then
mess.
you would have thought I would really have slept great through the night, right? You would think after the day we had, the heat, all of that. No, not so much. So thankfully, I have my CBN from your CBD store.
If you knew how the body functioned with the electric stuff, you're short circuiting is what happened.
I'm short circuiting.
Yeah. Do you guys? You and Vinny wakes up a few times a night. He said, right?
Yep.
And what do you do when you wake up?
Try to go back to sleep as soon as I can.
But do you realize you're awake and say, "This is not a dream. This is not a dream. I'm awake."
I was like, oh God, I'm awake. Why?
Really?
I had another dream that I was in a crowd of people. This time I was at a nursing home with my grandmothers, and no one had masks on. Weirdest dreams.
I think you're having some issues with what's going on.
I
currently around
think
us.
I think I am, and I'm always thinking about who's going to be exposed. And my mom had to take my grandmother to take a shower, but she went because they were like quarantining together. And then who didn't have? It's always about masks lately.
I'm going to relieve your tension real quick. I'm going to take care of all that. I'm
All
going
right.
to show you why you don't have to worry about it no more. And Slick, do you get up in the middle of the night?
Oh, I do, but it's because like I'm dehydrated. I always forget to drink water.
So you drink
And-
water at night and you don't have to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to go to the bathroom until the morning, the early morning. I don't get
So
up until.
you get up every night at the same time?
No, I don't get up every night. If I don't drink a bottle of water, either I stumble to the kitchen or I have the bottle of water next to me. But recently, I've been stumbling to the kitchen.
I get up almost every night at 3:40. And then I said, I go to the bathroom, sit there and play with my phone.
As long
get
as
some
it's
of
your
the
phone and not
business.
something else.
Wait,
know the
wait.
I'm playing with the phone.
Wait.
It's too dark. I tried that. No.
You can't
No,
find
I
it in
play
the
with my
dark.
phone.
You just go into the
After all these
I'm
years, you
58,
don't know
honey.
where it is
At my
anymore.
age, you need like lights
You forget
and
where
stuff.
it goes.
You need what they call that, a coal miner's hat. What's going on?
Send the canary in first.
No, that's the
You
least
go
of
into
my
the
work.
bathroom though, but like
I do because I
Oh.
had to lock myself away not to wake up Linda, who was
Oh.
snoring her life away. over
I
there.
guess you're probably not going to wake her up.
No, but I have a slider on my bathroom door. I gotta get oil or something on this thing because it makes that slider noise.
What do you do in the bathroom?
I do Facebook.
At
I do-
3:40 in the morning?
I do Tumblr. I do all the other platforms. You know, you guys think that I look for guests and people to come on, and I leave them messages, and they get back to me in the. How do you think I got Paramount? It was at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's doobie doobie.
Well, Paramount Dance says good morning, so good morning, Paramount Dance.
Sandy says good morning as well. But anyway, I leave messages. You'd be surprised how many people are up at 3 in the morning. Be very surprised. I probably catch Slick. Hey, Slicky, you awake? He'll be, I'm drinking
Isn't
water.
it funny? Why don't people sleep? It's the weirdest thing.
Well,
you
I'm
should
gonna-
do. Someone
I'm
should do
gonna-
a segment on that.
I'm
on
going to relieve
sleep
you.
deprivation.
No more, so you don't have to worry about it no more.
Sure.
By July 4th, we will all have the virus.
Okay,
How
that
does
gives
that
us
make
a
you
week, right?
Yeah. How does that
Yeah.
make you feel?
Thank you for sharing.
Why would you say that? Like,
Because they came out a report with at the rate that it's happening, it's just inevitable. Now, what's happening here is that when you guys get sick, some people just get a runny nose. Some people get a fever for a couple of days. Some people, because your metabolism is that much stronger. You guys are younger. And that isn't my concern. I mean, you guys are going to do what you're going to do, and you're going to do it anyway.
Did you bring that stuff in yet today?
No, I didn't. It has to be drained.
I got
I got to
Teddy's.
get this whole contraption on to do it. Because this
Well-
one's really, this one may need a hazard label on it.
Well, Teddy, you still have some. We still have some in the fridge that Teddy made.
Oh, no, you just take it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So I've been
take it.
taking Teddy's.
So what's been going on right now
You still taking it?
is that the number, and that stuff is good, and they sell that stuff too, but we make it homemade. The only thing is that this one's fermented for 3 weeks. This one's gonna be burn it, burn it, burn it. And I had stopped taking it for 2 days, and I'm back to wearing this almost every day now. and my nose is on fire.
You wear it in the car now, I see too.
You know why?
You're paranoid.
No, I forget to put it on.
How
when
do
I
you
leave.
breathe?
I don't. And today, Godzilla will be in the atmosphere. I was wrong. It wasn't yesterday. It will be today. So they slowed it down.
So we get here this morning and we're waiting for the air to come on, and there's someone sitting in a car on the side, and he says, "That might be the city inspector."
You don't have to say that. Why are you going to bring that up?
We had to say what kind of car it was.
First of all, anybody who saw the news this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning saw that Miami-Dade has a quarter of all the cases of Florida. Of Florida. Think about that. Quarter of all the cases are down in Miami-Dade. So what they've done is they've gone back. Now they have, they got the mask police out. Did you see this? They got a bunch of enforcement officers, all dressed in black,
Yeah.
with gloves, and they will give you a fine if they walk into your establishment and see that you are not enforcing the law.
Yeah, I see Broward County, they're ready to close businesses down. You have, I think, 48 hours to be in compliance on the amount of people with masks on, or if not, with between a $500 and a $15,000 fine. That's a hefty fine.
So, because of that, now there's a couple of things that we have to talk about. We have Steve-O coming in. We're going to play
Name that tune.
Name That Tune. Steve-O's wife is going through some stuff, and we have to protect her interests.
So I'm
So I
surprised
may,
that he's coming in, actually.
well, I want to talk to him because I may end up doing the show with the mask on. Now, I've tried to do this. Now, my English isn't very sexy. Can you guys understand me?
It's a little muffled, but I still get you.
Yeah, so
We
I
got
can,
you.
I have a feeling that I'm going to try to do this because a lot of people, including the radio station, sent out a memo that they want, if you have more than 2 people in the room, they want you in masks. That's the mandate. So this is going to be really interesting for a couple of shows that I know. But anyway, the object of the game is that you want, I saw the statistics in this particular scenario, where one does and one does, 70% chance of catching the virus,
Well, it depends who has the virus.
if you have it. I'm saying that if somebody has it in this scenario.
So if Dawn has it and you don't, you have a 70% chance of getting it.
Correct.
If you have it and Dawn doesn't, Dawn has a 5% chance of getting it. And if
Correct.
you're both wearing masks, it's like 1.3%.
Correct. That is absolutely right. And so it, and again, nobody likes doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Of
I remember
course.
when people came in here because we have a sign at the door, got to wear a mask, and I'm saying, okay, who's that? Okay, who's that? Okay,
There
who's
was
that?
someone who had a hat and glasses on and a mask, and we went, who is that?
Who is it?
I know, it's all in the eyes. Remember how we said it, this segment I wanted to about shoes? What it's like in someone else's shoes. Now we should do a segment with Vinny can actually capture this. Just people's eyes.
So
Because that's
I-
all we see right now are people's eyes.
Well, I've come up with a new way of taking advantage of this. And I need some, who has the best handwriting?
I don't
It's got to
know.
be one of the ladies.
Not me.
So we're going to take red lipstick or some kind of red marker, and I'm going to put here advertisement. Eat at Joe's.
You're going to change it every day?
Double rum, and every day, yes. I
Oh my
want to
God,
buy
you just
for
gave me
200
bad
of
vision
these.
back to when I had to wear an eye
And I'm going
patch.
to do this, and I would advise you guys, because you guys have your own shows now, and soon to be. And you
No
have
pun
your
intended
own,
with Vinny.
No pun intended with Vinny, I love that. And you guys can use it as an advertisement platform.
Absolutely.
Remember when boxes used to wear advertisement on the bottom of the shoe? They used to pay $1 million so that if you got knocked out and you went down, the camera had your feet straight up like this and there was an advertisement. $1 million.
$1 million.
$1 million idea. So I
Say
figure,
good morning to our executive producer,
which would be?
your son.
Yes, Mr. Gio. How do you look at that? Giovanni.
Good morning, Giovanni. We are up and running.
Mr. Gio. Gio, how do you like my idea of advertisement on the mask? He's probably going to say something.
He should call in 888-994-4995. We could actually give Gio a password and he can we can see him. Well, we can't, but we could.
Actually, why? He can go in on the remix and forget. He knows more about that than
Oh yeah,
we do.
he could just come on in on his own.
Now, the funny thing is, if you turn something into a moneymaker, slick, right? Mask, all of a sudden people start advertising on here. How many people will wear it? Think about it. Like, call me for a date, and you put the number in the middle.
Oh, this looks like I think I like that.
We used to
It
do that at
depends on
school.
the crowd too, because you can't just leave in your number like that. I
So
just
you get an
use
800 number, costs you $10 a month.
800. No, okay, 800
That's
number.
all
All right.
You give them my number, I'll hook it up.
Guys used to do that at my high school. You would have like the powder puff every year, and everyone would get a jersey with your name on it. And guys used to just put their phone numbers on the back instead of their names.
You ever call?
Gio
Come
says
on.
Gio's like it's a good idea. He likes that
He
idea.
likes that, see? Yeah, come on, you called. You must have called because you
He says
saw it.
people will.
Oh, look it.
He says people will wear it
kids
if
in my
it's
classes.
free. People will do it.
If it's free, why you gotta put cold water on the ice cube? What good is free? I mean, I'll start out with free.
You know how you used to wear different T-shirts every day when you went out to different locations?
Never did that.
You did on Saturdays. You would go to
Oh,
WW
yes.
and you would wear different T-shirts.
That worked.
Now you can wear a different mask. You can buy a box of masks, and you can put see you at CBD store, see you at Dignity Memorial, see you at the Brooklyn Cafe. And you could just change it over and over again. We
I
just got to
think-
get you a Sharpie.
I think the first one, because I got some of these in the car, I think the first one is advertise with us and put a phone number
Oh, I like that idea.
and see how that works. And I'm going to work on it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're going to use something like a lipstick because you guys breathe in the lipstick.
A Sharpie on the outside, maybe.
No, Sharpie is chemicals.
Okay, we'll find something for you. Lip liner, maybe that would work. I
A
got
lip
plenty of
liner.
the lip liner, so it's like a pencil, but
But it has to be done delicately with beautiful handwriting.
okay, we're gonna let you take care of that then.
No, I have horrible handwriting. You kidding? They'll go, what the hell's on this guy's face?
We're gonna let you take care of it.
And if you have a black mask, we could do you have white lip liner? White?
They make white eyeliner. We could certainly get that
we
as
could
well.
do that. Listen, it all works.
Should never be at a loss. Let's take a quick commercial break when we
Oh,
come
listen,
back.
listen,
Yeah.
before we do.
Okay.
Awilda Rodriguez, my niece from Puerto Rico. Hola, ¿cómo estamos? Awilda, ¿cómo estamos?
We're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with the Morning Zoo crew. Let's find out what you guys are always working so hard on something.
I know, you guys live in your computers. What the hell's going on there? You watching porn? I mean, what's going on?
It goes in and out, but
Is that more pun unintended? Did he just say it goes in and out?
Oh my God!
Oh my
And on
God.
that,
That was a pun. That was a pun.
Everyone could join in. Yeah, that's great.
Goes in and
I
out.
didn't even
No,
get
you
that
wanted
one.
to
Oh
know
my
the truth.
Yeah, I have to
gosh.
explain the pun
Thank
to
you.
you.
No, now I got it.
Touche, right back at you.
We'll be right back.
Amy Minty combines the hilarity of For Better or Money, the eroticism of For Love or Sanity, the mystique of For Sink or Swim, and the suspense of For Sex or Revenge, making her fifth novel, For Strip or Gamble, her best to date. Get your copy at amyminty.com or amazon.com. Get yours now.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Dutch Designs and Events is a unique business providing an extensive range of beautiful floral arrangements. They have the power to bring your event or special occasion to life. Dutch Designs are available for any event or to open your business with a smile. All flowers are grown with organic compounds that enhance their fragrance and beauty. Call Dutch Designs at 561-419-8126 or visit their website at DutchDesignsEventPlanning.com. Call Dutch Designs at 561-419-8126.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And?
We're back.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Wow, what a Friday. What a week. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend, I've heard. The weather should be really nice. I'm going to be working on my taxes. I know.
I know. I might as well stay in because Godzilla will be there and it will block out the sun this weekend.
So what taxes right there? Still, you have to file by July 15th, but you have an extension, I guess, to pay till October 15th. Is that the deal now?
What are you going to pay with?
I don't know. Maybe everyone should get a free year. There's a lot of confusion on stimulus checks and all this other stuff.
I owe you on the tax return because I don't know when I'm going to be able to pay.
I don't know what's going to go on. I don't know how all this is happening because then they talked yesterday on the unemployment. They should be called the unemployment guys. The unemployment guys said that they're now paying unemployment through December. I don't know where they got that information from, but everyone's like, no, that's wrong. But they must have heard it someplace. You said you heard the same thing. Unemployment?
Unemployment?
I thought it was only through July, but then they talked yesterday about it's through December.
I only heard it was through July 31st for the federal one, and then I heard that for the state one it was 12 weeks.
That's what I heard. This thing about December.
You heard them say that though yesterday, right?
Yeah, which would be really cool if it was through December.
We should call the mayors,
That's a good idea. The
two-
vice mayors
the
we
two
had
vice
on.
mayors we
Yep.
had. And they would know. They would
You think they would
one
know?
way or the other. Oh, I think they would know more than
We
us.
should actually reach back out to the one in Broward County for sure and see what's happening there and everything.
Yeah, and we should get the vice mayor from Miami because I think it'd be
Do you know
interesting to
him?
have. I know, but the other mayors, they all know each other. Do I know him? Yes, I know the mayor.
You could do that too. I know. Do you know? You could do so many great things with that, by the way.
You want to put do you know questions on there?
Yes.
Do you know the answer to this question?
Do you know where to find the Brooklyn Cafe Show? Do you know?
Do you know how long you have to wash your hands for?
I think those would be really good
If you
questions.
can read this, you're too close.
You could write it really small. I like that a lot. You're so crazy. What are you guys working on, Slick? What's coming up later on our show? You have a new segment coming out?
Yeah, new segment for it's the commercial spot for Rancheritos de Boca.
Oh, nice.
Ranchecitos.
And what is it? After
Ranchecitos.
like I should be done with the Pearly Smiles,
Pearly Whites?
Pearly Whites.
Oh, you're working on
commercial
all
as
those
well, yeah.
commercials. Okay, nice.
Yeah, because what we did was in Fuego, we had some people come in and they did shows and we asked them to do a 30-second spot so we can put stuff into the shows. So, and those are in Spanish. I don't know how he's doing it, but
That's what I was wondering.
I feel like since I've been doing Fuego, I've been picking up on some Spanish cues.
Have you?
Yeah, especially the fact that I have Claudia helping me. She's a nice teacher. So.
She's a great lady.
and Mia also told me she was learning more Spanish because she does the board sometimes with the guys. And Vinny, you guys, I'm gonna tell you, this week you guys have hit
You guys
all the
have hit
marks
it.
on lighting and actually producing those shows. It's gotten to a point that I'm comfortable without even checking on you guys now because you guys are putting it all over the place correctly.
You know, we've gotten to the point where yesterday, after we left the radio station, we said, Val's doing this, Teddy's working on this, Vinny's on this, Slick's on this, Hector. Remember when it was you and me?
I know. I used to do
It was
that
you, me,
stuff
and
with you all
Gio.
the
Remember
time.
when?
It was a lot of work.
And we weren't at this level of production or the amount of shows. We have a show coming out today, BYOB, at 11 o'clock. Lady N, Natalia Levy, is hosting that with a woman who does her website and her photography and has built her visibility coming to us from New York. And Natalia's in Tampa, so you guys are going to be running 2 codes on that one. with the intro, and then the Business Kitchen was yesterday. We're going to upload that intro and have that as well. So a lot of new shows coming out. We've got the Florida Love Show today at 3 o'clock.
We have
And
Fuego
Momentum
coming
Mindset
on
is now
at-
going to be at 5 o'clock, back to their original time
And
slot, which
Fuego's
is
going to
great.
be at 11:30, and there will not be today. He's taking 2 weeks off. I don't get David DePino.
Oh, no
he's-
editor's desk?
No editor's desk today at 2:30.
Okay.
David DePino's been quarantined. He works for Tenet Hospital, Publications, whatever they do. He's been in quarantine for 4 months. So he's going on vacation for 2 weeks.
Where's he going?
He's staying in quarantine. He ain't going nowhere. So why would you take vacation? I guess you have to. You have to use it or lose it, I guess. Why would you take vacation if you're home anyway? I would want to take a vacation from home and go to work.
We can't go anywhere. And there's a story in Those Shall Remain Nameless that we're planning a small little camping trip, and the camping trip kind of got out of control. So what do you do in that situation when you think you're going to start small and the peer pressure goes, I'm in. Next thing you know, your small little vacay is now like 50 people. What do you do?
You don't go.
What if it was your idea?
I'm sorry. It's canceled because of rain.
I can talk about what happened.
I'm going to cancel it because of rain.
So, yeah, it was supposed to be a small camping trip with like 5 people all in our own tents. We were going to be outside, and it turned into somehow someone learned that there was a party bus there where there were going to be a whole bunch of people, and you had to buy tickets, and they're all camping together. And I ended up private messaging after everyone. Now it's like 15 people just of our friends are going. I messaged one of the girls setting it up with me, and I was like, I don't think we should go anymore. She's like, yeah, this is getting out of hand. So we're now planning our own camping trip that they're not invited to, and it's just going to be like the 4 of us.
Now-
Back to where everyone wants to be a part of it, and we'll be safe, and we're going to be good, and that's what. Back to where we were 4 months ago with where your situation is.
Have you ever
can't.
gone camping?
Oh, you want to hear my camping?
How many times have you gone camping in your life?
It depends what you refer to as
Camping in the tent.
One that I recall, not such a successful camping outing. We didn't go very far. Now, there used to be a thing called, it's now changed the name, called Indian Princesses and Indian Guides through the YMCA when my kids were little. And Chuck did this with the kids. It was the daddy-child thing he did. So there was one family, and they went camping all the time, and every time they went, it was a disaster. Their tent would get crushed because of the rain, they would get flooded, they would do something, they would get bitten up. It was always a disaster. So they decided, let's take Mom to our disaster. So it was a family camp out, only at Spanish River Park in East Boca, right close. And they'd leave me there in the dark by myself with this, the bathrooms are there and everybody's there. I was only me in this dark tent, nobody else was around. It was not my thing, is all I can say. And then one of the kids, okay, there goes that. He was really little, he had an accident, and the whole mattress was wet. And I'm like, oh, I am so done with this camping thing. And he was so little, like T-ball, then we had to leave the camping trip to play T-ball. He's probably 3 or 4. I'm like, no, it's not my thing.
Now, you did this in Florida?
Yeah, Spanish River Beach, East Boca.
Oh, okay. So you went to a
I
campsite.
did not go very far.
You went around the
park.
corner.
I should have gone home.
So you didn't like camping?
No. And then I did when Chelsea was in Girl Scouts. We did camping up in the Space Center. And you could camp out under the rockets, which was
That's
really
good.
cool.
That's good. I want to camp under a rocket.
But it was air
5,
conditioned.
4, 3.
So at the
That's so
Space
much.
Museum up in Cape Canaveral, they had camp out there for Girl
That's
Scouts.
cement
so
underneath
I
there.
took her there. We took, air
Cement.
mattresses and
Cement.
duffel bags.
That's not
I
grass.
also took her down to the zoo. We did a camp out at Metro
You
Zoo
hear
and
this?
Girl Scouts. We fed the rhinoceros.
Why don't you just camp in your garage? It's the same difference. Look up at the
But
ceiling.
those were the camp outs for Girl Scouts because they knew the moms in the Boca Girl Scouts
But
were
that's
going
cement.
outside.
That's not camping.
You got to understand your demographic. Moms from the Boca Girl Scouts.
They had a tent?
No, we
Of course
camped
not.
out in the
Sleeping
air
bags on the floor.
conditioning with air mattresses
Oh,
and
air
then
conditioning.
sleeping bags on top.
That's
the
why you
type
like
of camping
air
I'm like,
conditioning.
yeah,
That's what she likes.
that's nice camping right
Uh-huh.
there.
I used to
Right?
go. I used to go 3 miles up to the Delray Water Gap, and there was a hotel, and where the campsite was. And I told everybody, I said, listen to me very carefully. If this does not work out, or the hurricane rains come, Freddie's exit stage right to the hotel. And one year we went, it rained all day long. So my cousins put this big tarp, this big blue tarp, to keep Freddie happy. So by the 3rd day, what do you think happened to that tarp? Timber! sir.
From all the rain.
Oh my God, it looked like a flood from the oceans.
So you weren't really big into camping either, huh?
No, I liked it. I just made believe.
And you're
I
from
couldn't stand it.
but you can do Puerto Rico. You can do your parents' house where you tell me there's no air, there's tarantulas. You can with no air
Yeah,
there.
what
you're
am I
okay.
gonna do? I went during a hurricane. Do you see me there now?
No.
No. I hate it. My cousin Juji's there. I go, Juji, I have air conditioning
Is
here.
his real name Juji, like on his birth
Abdulio.
certificate? Is it Abdulio? I was gonna
So
say.
Juji has air conditioning in his house.
You don't have air conditioning in your parents'
No,
house.
my parents didn't buy air conditioning. My father hated air conditioning.
How about your mother?
My mother listened to my father.
Wow.
He said, no, I got arthritis. You know that knee you got going? My father had his whole body. And we didn't have AC.
Look at
Now I gotta take care of myself. I'm gonna buy multivitamins now.
So you go camping or no?
Oh no, not at all.
Vinny, you
I
go
like-
camping?
Not anymore.
Did you?
Did you ever?
As a kid, like my dad used to take us to a camping trip a lot. Like I thought it was okay. I don't remember much of it, but I was like so on it.
I'm going to tell you something. The worst thing a millennial could do is go camping.
Why?
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. It's the same problem you have on the beach. When you go with a group of
Oh,
people.
you mean now, not in general?
Today. No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Oh,
You
no,
meant
no. When I was growing up, we went camping almost every other month.
Mansplaining.
Oh, it was great. But today, the way things are, you know, when you go camping, you do a lot of this. And if you don't drink, something else is going to happen.
Oh, okay. No.
All I got to say is something else is going to happen, if you know what I mean. And what begins to happen,
Why? Because you're camping. It's hot and mosquitoes. Who wants to do
because
that?
there's something about the jungle. There's something about the trees.
That's romantic.
that with a little something in you, all of a sudden everything looks good, everybody looks great, everybody's looking hot. You can go in there with a till of the hunt and say, my goodness, baby, you gorgeous, after a couple of.
Really?
After a couple.
They're laughing. You know why they're laughing? Why are you laughing? Because
Because
it's true. That's why you're laughing. Because it's true.
I'm thinking about Tilda Hunt on the beach,
Until
just
the-
chilling.
No,
like, hey,
because
baby, what's up?
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
you ever go to the beach with a group of women and then you're sitting there wondering, what the hell am I doing here? Because none of them are you're attracted to. Let's keep it nice. Or the other way around, you're around and guys are like, you know, I could say Neanderthal ugly guys, and you ain't hanging out in there
breaking
either.
their
Good
neck,
morning.
yeah.
You ain't hanging out in there either,
They're
right?
breaking their neck.
But all of
yeah.
a sudden, you taking that tequila, especially tequila, taking that tequila, wazubi, sapiti, and everybody's looking good. Everybody's looking nice. So the worst thing you could do is go camping right now, because you can't control yourself.
Well, I'm thinking about, the shows The Bachelor and The Bachelorette.
That's all make believe. That's
But
not
they all
real.
hook up. They're all pretty people.
That's right. But these shows were shot last year.
I know.
You know what the new one is?
In
Now they
qua-
all hook up with masks
It should now be called In
and
Quarantine.
bubble wrap.
Like, that's a new
It's a
thing.
meditation. Now they're making love meditating. Thank you very much.
Like more.
Yeah,
Like
a
more
nanu
committee.
nanu.
Right.
That's the new thing.
Dina, happy Friday. You missed all of our fun yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you? Who'd you hear from? I was in the group chat.
We lost power.
Oh, yes. It's been a fun week. It was hot, but here we are. We're back up and rolling, and everyone's been awesome. Casamia's coming today. You making some drinks?
We need something, I gotta tell you that. So anyway, so that's my story on camping.
Ever go camping?
Never.
Never.
You've never been camping?
I've been once when I was like 12, but we didn't even stay the night.
You ever been to a bonfire on a beach?
No,
Oh,
not
yeah.
that either.
Been to a bonfire, but
How old are you and what's wrong?
I'm 22 and I have a boring life, I guess.
Now hold on, you live up in, you don't live in Florida.
Not really.
So
For
that's
the summer
one
I
of the
do.
reasons. Now you live well up in
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay. There is a beach on Connecticut called Sherwood Island. You gotta go there in the dead of winter
Really?
when the sand is frozen with snow. And you build a little bonfire and you take out some drinks, the vino and all this. And I'm not telling you to do that now. I'm saying if it was normal circumstances. And you go to the rocks, and in the rocks you put the beer or the wines because that water's solid cold. And you ain't never taste beer or wine at that temperature because it's natural and it's cold and it's a whole lot of fun. That's living.
That sounds fun.
We did that in the Bronx. I used to go with my brother, may rest in peace. We used to hang out at Orchard Beach with a whole group of people. They used to play guitar and everything. It was dynamite. So I see camping now, man. I see mosquitoes the size of her.
Yep.
I mean, the mosquitoes, you got a duck in Florida. Everything's flat. Is there like flatlands? No mountains.
Yeah.
You get no mountains to go camping.
Yeah, we go in like nature preserves that allow camping sites and like
It's all
River
flat?
Ranch. Yeah, it's all flat.
Those aren't garbage where they dump the garbage and stuff, right? Because I get sort of afraid of that too.
You know, the thing you got to realize in Florida is you have to set up the perfect day to sit outside. You have to wait for Godzilla to pass. You got to wait for your power to come back in on your house. You got to spray for mosquitoes. You got to do what you got to do,
What
right?
does the power in the house have to do with sitting
Because when
outside?
you're outside, it's so hot, then you need to have air conditioning to come back inside.
You got to jump in the pool.
So all of these things have to be in like a perfect alignment before you can even go sit outside.
I got a question for you.
Perfect retrograde.
When you
Perfect
go
retrograde.
camping and you're on a hillside, and that's your campsite, how do you set up your sleeping tents? And be very careful before you answer, because if it rains, and I know you're going to say slope down, think about the water, think about the rain, think about your feet, think about the blood in your head.
The blood in your head.
Blood and
What?
If you're sleeping this way and you sleep downhill,
Why
all
would
the
anyone
blood
do that?
rushes to your head.
Why would you do that?
There's
Yeah.
a reason.
We used to do
Why
it
would
sideways.
Why would you do that?
And there's the answer.
Yeah,
Ding, 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 ding.
because that way you could like lean against and it's a solid wall, and then nothing can get
And
in.
you put something, because the person at the bottom of the hill here has to have something to brace themselves.
Oh yeah, we
with.
used to like tie stuff.
I learned that the hard way.
No.
I thought sleeping down, my feet downwards.
Check this
I
out.
get that. Very nice. He just did that?
Vinny just did that. Vinny, that's awesome.
That's for
Thank
the
you.
Instagram. But that's it's interesting. Now the other way you could do it is don't sleep.
There you go.
Stay up all night.
A lot of ways to do this.
Break night. So you guys know when camping you had that big pit fire, everybody sat around?
I
Fire
remember
pit.
that.
You had
Fire
to?
pit, yeah.
You did
Is that
that?
like paper toilet? Do
My
you
s-
speak Spanish?
I don't speak Greek.
How do you say toilet paper in Greek?
Toilet paper? I honestly don't know how to say toilet paper.
So if you need
I know
toilet paper, what do you
paper-
say?
Wait, what?
If you need toilet paper, what do you say?
I don't know how to say toilet paper. I know how to say paper.
How do you say
but it-
paper?
Haspeta?
So how do you say toilet?
I don't know how to say toilet.
Respeta toilet. El toilet de
Freddie calls
respeta.
it paper toilet. He's like, a toilet paper? It's a
First
paper
of all,
toilet.
don't make
Paper
fun of
toilet
me.
would like sink.
Don't make fun of me because paper toilet and toilet paper are the same thing.
No, not at all.
Yes, it
I
is.
sound like slick. No, not at all.
How can it not be the same thing?
Toilet paper are the same?
Toilet paper is
No.
what you use to clean your bum. A paper
Correct.
toilet would be
Something you clean your bum.
something that you put on here that's a paper toilet that
Let
if
me
it
ask
get
you-
wet, it would
Yes.
squish.
Let me ask you a question. If you had no toilet paper and you had to put your hand up there, is it gonna come out even? It's gonna always be dirty, right?
I wouldn't do
Well,
that.
there you go. Toilet paper, paper toilet, and anything in between. It's fine with me because you got to do what you got to do.
Gotta do what you gotta do. All right, everyone, have a wonderful Friday. We're gonna be back
On
at
that
10
note, no pun intended.
No pun intended.
Wait, before we leave, can I tell one story I want to
Yes.
say?
Please.
Recently, I talked to my old Xbox Live friend after a while. Nice girl and everything, but I remember what she did to her ex-boyfriend was funny and bad at the same time.
Oh, give me something.
Okay, she was dating this guy, right? She has issues with, and then when she finally had the courage to break up with him, she texts him this, like, "I lost love of you. I lost any sexual feelings towards you whatsoever. I'm sorry this had to end." She sent it and blocked him. But doesn't end there. I was like, oh, okay, let's block him. Okay, you gotta do what you gotta do. Then she like told me, like, yeah, you know, my ex-boyfriend is blinder than usual. I was like, yeah, people like, wait, blinder than usual? Are you telling me that he's blind? I was like, yeah, he's blind. I was like, no, because he has no idea what to do with her. I was
So
like,
how can a blind person read her text?
speak?
Braille?
Or is it
Oh,
speech?
voice texting.
Speaker. But I was like, oh my god, you broke up with your boyfriend as soon as you can and block his contact just then. I was laughing.
You know, Freddie always
myself.
says God don't like ugly.
God don't like ugly.
That's ruthless, right?
I thought that was the coldest, funniest thing I ever heard.
That's
It's
just
like,
not
that's some
nice on so
cold
many
stuff.
levels, right?
I told you,
It made me
I
laugh
date-
how she did it in a cold manner.
Well,
I-
Freddie once
I
dated a blind
dated-
woman. You learned a lot from her, though.
I don't know. I'm telling you, there ain't nothing better than a blind woman. She would tell you everything about a woman because
You learned a lot from her, right?
she listens to herself and her body and everything. I learned a tremendous amount.
Was she the one with the 5 locks on the door?
No, that was
That was another one.
that was actually the only Jewish woman I ever dated
She locked you in.
with her mother. Her and her mother.
Imagine me locking you in my house with my mother.
I was so confused. And then they served me soup. And I said, if I eat this, can I leave? She says, no, you can leave. You can leave. You cannot leave. And I said, this is interesting. I called my father. I says, Dad, I'm in trouble here. I need you to come get me. He says, you got yourself in that mess? You get yourself
How old
out.
are you?
21.
You were locked
20.
in a house with a woman, her mother.
It was a woman. She locked the door. She had like 15 locks on the door. And her mother was in the other room, and they brought me a big bowl of lentil soup.
Whew, hope they had a couple bathrooms.
But, I didn't have any intentions. I had worked on the apartment. I finished, and they let me take a shower, and I came out, and they had soup for me. And they locked the door, and then they gave me the 20-question test. What the hell is that? I want
Yeah,
to know
we ask a
everything
lot-
about you.
we
You got a
ask lot
bank
of
account.
questions.
Yeah.
Do you look good on paper versus, it's a whole.
But I told her, I said,
Teddy
listen.
knows. She's shaking her head. Yeah.
But I told her, I says, I'm not Jewish, and they were heavy Jewish religion and stuff.
Yeah, then you
So
got to weigh your odds.
I said, but I'm not Jewish. She says, are you breathing? And I says, oh, God. I said, this chick probably can't get a date to save her life. I got to get out. I got to go. Gotta go.
Teddy, the stories of Freddie. Oh my gosh. Have a great morning, everyone. Tune in at 11 o'clock. We've got BYOB, followed by Fuego, followed by the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We've got a great show lined up for you today at 12 o'clock. We've got Steve-O, New York Sounds in the house. We've got a singer coming from Fuego. What else we got cooking? We've got Amy Minty. You do not want to miss that on The Perfect
Dancing
Pour.
author.
So our dancing author and our crew is working on some rappy music. And we see what else we got cooking.
Got to see what that sounds like.
Have a great morning. Wash your hands, wear your mask, be kind and respectful.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can pick in every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light.